Hello, 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 hello. I hope you can hear me. Hope I'm coming through loud and clear. Let me know if my mic is a bit quiet. I'm glad you liked the music, Verica. I'm going to assume you like the music. Right, so let's do the hellos to the chat. Watcher Pat, Anonymous, Jim, Johnny, Rexo Fredrickson. Who else we got? Maggie K. Pat wants jazz. He wants jazz Shiva. Gas Control Rich. Hello there. Hello there. Pookie. Hello, Pookie and Guido. And Teresa and Kelly. And Nevaeh, Menjay, Bama Green Eyes, Holly Weir, My Two Beagles, Watcher, Lost Highway, One Hot Gal, DDT Grish, hello, 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 Gary Snowflake, and Nivlim Sekra, Acres, what's that? Nivlim, that's a very strange name. I'm going to try and work that out. What's that backwards? Melvin Acres. Melvin Archers. I don't know what that is, but there we go. All right, okay, is that everyone? I think so. Butt Sexton, nice name. The Caribbean Super Mario is Radiohead. Just I'm trying to get around the copyright issues. So I thought, well, if I do my own shit version of it, my own shit cover version, then that should fix that. So we should have a good show tonight. Hopefully Nathan's going to turn up later. He's on his way back from work, I think. If he doesn't, I'll have to muddle through. We've got what have we got? What have we got for you tonight? Tonight we have Mouse and Emo, who have both shown themselves to be potentially more dangerous than they had been shown to be previously. So we're going to be looking at that a bit. Also, News New England. There's a kind of drama unfolding with him. So we will look at that a little bit. I just want to point out, because, you know, there was so much kicking off last week. I feel like we should have a last week on the shit show section for the stuff that we didn't actually manage to get to on the shit show. PDF. PDF got into a fracas. In which he nearly got into a fight with someone who looked like they could be an actual farmer. So that was kind of funny, right? This isn't a tournament night tonight, guys. You could, I mean, feel free to do the votes if you like as a joke, but they won't do anything. Also, Streamlabs appears to be shitting its pants this evening, so I don't know if any of the commands will actually work. Getting this weird error message when I tried to log in, saying that I'd reached the API limit for YouTube, which is kind of annoying. We have hit our YouTube API limits. I will be able to log in after 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Like I know what the fuck that is. I'm in the UK. Jesus. So that's kind of the outline of tonight's show, I think. We're going to be looking at Emo and Mouse a little bit, and we're going to be looking at News New England. So I think for the Mouse thing, probably Navin is going to want to have something to say on that. So we'll maybe leave that till later. Let's look at News New England. Oh, I need fags. Right, I just need to pop next door. This is a professional stream, this, isn't it? What shall I do? Shall I put the invite code out? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, okay, I'm back. Right. Oh, Mitch Madman is here. Oh, Mitch, you should get yourself up onto the panel. So, oh my God, Mitch Madman. I mean, you reminded me of the wonder that is Joe Wolf. And I'd forgotten Joe Wolf has popped back up. We might, check in on Joe Wolf and see what he's up to, see if he's moved on from his bad 16-year-old poetry yet. So okay. So I think tonight we are going to what am I going to do? First of all, I'm going to make a spliff. That's the first thing on order. So I think we're going to talk about News New England first. Brian, I'm sure regular viewers will remember Brian. Now, he, if you recall, he first came to my attention because he was part of a kind of sting, if you like. I don't know if that's the best word. A con. He came to my attention because Joshua Abrams and Cameras of Mass Destruction cooked up this scheme to try and discredit Brian, News New England. And I stood up for him on this occasion. I called Josh out. I got Cameras of Mass Destruction over here. Josh came over, they both admitted that the whole thing was a scheme that they'd cooked up. All right. And so I kind of came out to bat for News New England. Obviously, he's completely forgotten that by now. I need to stop saying Now, he came up again. After that, I'd kind of pop into his stream every now and again. I did notice that... oh, no. Pookie's Mitch Madman can be as uncivil as he likes. He seems to think, I don't know what he seems to think. Mitch Madman has an open invitation to the panel, but you know how it is. I think he'll rage quit after five minutes. So, News New England put out a video, or no, actually, El Sancho put out a video. I wasn't aware of this until El Sancho told me about it, in which basically over the course of a stream or two, he insinuated, heavily implied that El Sancho was a sexual predator based on a list of items that were... I mean, the list was laughably bad. And I did a quick search of, I don't know, what would you call it? I can't remember exactly what I searched for. Stuff to look out for if you're looking out for sexual predators. None of the things that he had down as being a red flag was on any of the real lists of stuff that you can look out for. So, yeah. Oh, I know who Mitch Madman 52 is. I mean, no, let me rephrase that. I'm aware that there is a YouTube person called Mitch Madman 32. We've interacted. He's fine. I know he's friends with Joey. I didn't know he likes to dox people. I don't know if the bot is going to be pumping the rules out. So I'll just remind for the new people to the chat and for the old people who who have forgotten the rules. There are only 4 rules. The rules are 1, no threats, 2, no doxing, 3, no spam, and 4, no annoying Miss V. But that only applies if she's around. So now this list, I keep asking Brian where this list came from. He won't answer. He's claiming that he's suing El Sancho. I don't know what for, because it's not actually said. So that's a bit weird. Of course, there's no lawsuit. We all know that he made the list up, or he, got someone to make the list for him. So that, that was that. Now, Brian's been avoiding me ever since. No, there's no voting tonight. This isn't a tournament episode. This is just a bog standard shit show episode. Sorry. Tournament is the next episode. I'm alternating them, so yeah, that'll be a Thursday. Now, there's been this whole drama kicking off with this list. News New England making spurious accusations against fellow YouTubers for reasons that are as yet unclear to me, because he thought he was a bit of a pussy, seems to be the reasoning that we've managed to get out of him. So now he's been ill recently. I've laid off him while he's been in hospital. I'm mean, but I'm not that mean. But I figured, once he's out of hospital, he's fair game. Now, the reason why he's come up tonight is because, other than every now and again trolling about this list, he doesn't really feature in my, he doesn't impinge on my consciousness that much, really. But he brought his daughter onto his panel. And she hosted his panel for 45 minutes or so. And that was the thing. Now, Adventures with Peachy Rider jumped on the panel. Well, she made a criticism which was along the lines of, I don't think it's appropriate to have kids hosting this panel. And then Brian invited her onto his panel so that they could talk about it. And then Brian and the rest of the panel basically piled onto Peachy Rider. Now, I'm going to say I kind of agreed with what Peachy Rider was saying. Given the channel in question, given that it's a First Amendment channel, given that it's an adult channel, given that he's had people on his panels that he's then later gone on to accuse of being sexual predators, and given the fact that his channel tends to attract controversy and trolls, I would say that it's not a suitable environment for children under any circumstances. And that, my advice to Brian would be, well, do it on your daughter's channel, make a channel for her if she hasn't got one already, and do it on her channel, right? If you want to introduce her to StreamYards, fantastic. You can point StreamYards to different YouTube channels. It's not an issue, right? Just do it on hers. Get her audience to interact. Rather than so. Now, there's a whole bunch of other kind of chatter to do with, I'm going to use this word in quotes, air quotes, how the fact that it was creepy, right? Because, she was chatting with a guy called Paul. I'm not really getting into that. I think they know each other. He knows the family, so that's not my issue. My issue is this, I suppose. The panel had a right go at Peachy Rider for quite a long time. And then Brian's daughter got upset and started crying, allegedly. I didn't hear that, but that's what Brian said. Now, and then he tried to blame that on the chat and the panel, right? And I kind of take issue with that. I think the fault entirely lies with Brian. So now on Peachy's panel, I think it was, there's a guy called Unsubpress who I've not met before. But he made what I thought was a really, really good point, which was that life is kind of messy, right? And it's kind of difficult to quantify, in this instance, the appropriateness, for example, of any given action, right? And when you're dealing with kids, there's no such, like, you can't have a hard and fast rule that, this is what's appropriate for children and this is what's not appropriate for children. And as a parent, your job is to introduce your child to the dangers of the world. And I kind of agree with all of that. Oh yeah, Super G was an asshole, a machinist, absolutely. I agree with everything that he was saying there. But I would say, if we're going to have that as a standard, and I think that's quite a good standard to adopt. I think it is up to the individual parents to decide how they're going to introduce their children to the dangers of the world. But then, if in the course of you doing that, the end result is your child is in tears, I would argue that you failed in that endeavor. So Super G was super annoying. So all right, let's see what the chat is saying about all this. Sheba's still trying to play together, says Jim Wilder. I don't know what that means, but okay. Mitch Matt, yeah, I know he's a Joey supporter. Why aren't I in the tourney, Sheba? I mean, I suppose the easy answer, Mitch, is that I made it. So I get to decide who's in it. Number 32, you wear your shoes backwards. I'm assuming that meant something. Right, okay. So this is kind of people saying hello to each other, really. Masshole Report. Masshole Report was kind of there for a lot of... Were you there? I think you were there on Peachy's panel. You weren't there for the original panel on... what's his name? The Fuckwit, Brian. Well, I do know Josh Abrams has been on the News New England panel a lot. I would just warn Brian, I don't think Josh is your friend. Yeah. The list, NJ Diver, isn't a list of people, it's a list of qualities that you can look for in a sexual predator. Stuff like not showing their face online, being able to edit videos. That was funny, being able to edit videos. So presumably the majority of people that can use YouTube. Oh my word. So what else is chat saying? Let's see. Uncle Paulie is a weird guy. Yeah, I mean, maybe people call me weird, so I don't think that's bad. It isn't a proper opinion unless Super G Gwitmo is yelling over you, Shiva. Yeah. Well, that's an argument I saw yesterday. I'm guessing that is I don't tell another man how to raise his kids. As far as I'm concerned, there is no sphere of action that is immune from criticism. And just because, like, I don't have children, but I don't think that means that I can't have an opinion on how parents engage in the act of parenting. I think to suggest that you can't do that, that's just ludicrous. Otherwise, you know, I mean, you wouldn't be able to do anything that you didn't have any personal experience of. Like, you wouldn't be able to criticize anything, right? You know, if you're not a professional football player, using that line of reasoning, you can't criticize the actions of professional football players. All right, so they know him off the internet for about a month, apparently. He doesn't know the family. They've known him through YouTube for a few weeks. Right, okay. Okay, right. I think that's everything that... Oh, Mitch Madman wants to talk about UK people. You're welcome to come up here and talk about UK people, Mitch. Uncle Paul, what was that? Dick's family and I are going on are doing, I'm guessing that is a prototyping video. What else we got in the chat? Is that it? Okay. Spheres of action are dangerous. Yes. I don't feel that inclined to show the video of News New England's daughter. I mean, if you want to go, it's on his channel, I think, if you're that interested. I think to be honest, I was much more interested when he came on to Peachy Rider's panel. Because I've been chasing him around panels. You know, I'll jump on a panel and then he'll fuck off, right? But he's just not. He wouldn't engage with me. So yesterday he did. I got to ask him about the list. He wouldn't answer the question on the grounds that he's developing a case against El Sancho, some kind of civil suit, I'm guessing. Although, you know, he wouldn't say what that was or who he was suing. So, yeah. So how long have I... About 25 minutes. All right, that's enough monologuing, I think. We got a couple of people in the basement. Let's bring them up. We have an NJ Diver and a Gary Snowflake. Hello, welcome to the panel.
Hey, Shiva, thanks for having me, man.
You're welcome. How are you both doing this evening?
Oh, good. Yeah, your beginnings are a little long, so I had to watch the emo. I tried to kill myself fucking video, you know. You know, why we do it. I mean, not against you, man, but I mean, you know, he sliced his arm with the knife instead of slicing my throat, you know.
That was the knife he was threatening everyone with earlier?
Oh, my God.
Oh, we'll get to emo. Oh, you can't go rushing ahead. Yeah, you're an eager beaver, Gary Snowflake, aren't you? You an eager beaver.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, you know. Okay.
Well, bloodletting on the internet is great entertainment.
Oh, my God. Oh, fucking Christ sakes. You know, it's like, well, I've seen some funny shit in my day. I have, but I mean, guys, I mean, but he's got the electrical tape around the fucking bandage. I'm like, oh my God, it's just so fucking fake. You know, I'll show you the staples in a week or two. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Oh,
all right, well, let's do emo then. Let's do emo. I mean, do we want to do emo? No, you know what?
We always want to do emo.
No. I'm going to do my new thing. I'm going to do my my new thing. All right, I've even got an overlay for it. Look at that. Hey.
Okay.
So, right. One of the things that I kind of wanted to ask people when I first came across this community was, all right, who's got the spreadsheet about all the funding drives then, so we can track all that? And it's like no one. So I've decided that I'm going to keep track of all of the funding drives that are being made either through PayPal or through GoFundMe. So I'm going to put
I don't mean to interrupt you, sir. I don't do a GoFundMe. I don't do a PayPal. I'm selling fucking shit, guys. I'm fucking selling shit.
So there's a link in the chat if you want to have a look. I'll share my screen. So I'll just quickly, there's been some interesting developments. So Jason D, now I think that needs to be updated. The last time I checked, that fund was at $1,480, but that's more, and that's more like $1,500 now, isn't it? That's the one that Jeff is doing for Jason D for medical expenses. Do you guys know about that one?
No, I don't.
Well, yeah, it started 17th of the 6th, so it's been going about a month. They've raised $1,500. Poor Dirt Farmers Fund. Oh, I haven't put in how much.
I'm not a heartless prick, dude, but I don't give money to anybody on YouTube because most of them are fucking scammers and it's bullshit. So, I mean, it's just my opinion. You can say I'm wrong, I'm right, whatever, but I don't do that,
Well, that's currently at $1,410.
Oh, good for that. Good for that scammer. Good for them. They're making some good money.
Well, that's for Poor Dirt Farmers Truck. Now this is quite astonishing. Fairy Potato did a poll, right? This was amazing. She put a video out saying, I'm doing this thing. It's a secret, right? So she didn't tell them, like she just said it's for a video project. Didn't tell them what it was for. She wanted $900. She fucking raised it in 2 days. She made $900 in 2 days for a secret project.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now I'm actually selling fucking merchandise, emo cups, t-shirts, hats, coasters, mouse pads. I mean, you guys can get them. The site's going to be up soon. I'm not begging for money. I'm not like the rest of these people with their, pay me party fucking PayPal accounts. No, I'm actually giving you something in return.
Right. So yeah, it's in its very formative stages right now, all this. But I think maybe in 6 months' time or a year's time, we'll do an episode where we'll do a deep dive and we'll look into like how much money each individual is kind of, especially the big, the ones who do, the regular funding drives.
Well, I can tell you off the first order of emo cups, t-shirts, I've made $2,200 without asking anybody for a PayPal account or any of that bullshit. I've made $2,200 right off without begging for money like everybody else does on here with, my child is sick or whatever they're going to come up with, But in all fairness, you're getting something.
No, this isn't Gary Snowflake merch pitch.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, too. No, but I mean, you get all these beggars on here with their PayPal fucking problems, and they're like, oh, give me money for this, give me money for that. Well, they don't give you nothing in return, do they? What gratification are you getting for helping these fucking people? Nothing. And they're all a bunch of fucking liars and scammers. But Gary gives you something. You're going to get an emo cup. You're going to get a T-shirt. You're going to get a hat or a mouse pad. You know, I'm not pushing my channel here, dude. I'm just saying, you know, right is right, wrong is wrong.
Should we welcome Kate to the panel? Hello, Kate.
Hi. No, I just wanted to piggyback off and say that's a win-win right there, because, you know, we've been contacted now by a third party, and I think the breakdown is that we're buying the image licensing from Gary, who then this third party is making the merchandise, and then we're going to promote it. So I think we're taking like $1, you know, $9.99 item. We take $1. Third party takes $1. Gary Snowflake gets $1.50, and Emo gets 25 cents. Everybody wins.
Emo gets 25 cents.
He's gonna make a lot of money.
Okay. I love you. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Everybody's getting something. It's not just one person that's like, oh, my sick child, or, oh, I've got cancer, or I've got this, you know, and people give to that stuff. And that's fine. I have nothing against that. Hey, if somebody's really sick, I'd probably throw a few bucks. Maybe not, because I'm a hot prick, but I mean, so many fucking scams going on. It's so funny. So at least with Gary Snowflake, you know, you're getting something for something, you know. And I'm thinking right now, looking at her fucking icon, that we could do a Gary Snowflake or an Emo Hollingwell fucking maple syrup fucking company thing going on.
Speaking of Emo,
I think that's a great idea.
There's a reason why he's in the thumbnail and on the title, which is he put a video out. Like, as far as I'm concerned, like, you can be a racist fuckwit, and I'll call you a racist fuckwit for it, but I won't, you know, kind of do anything. I'll just kind of think, oh, well, you're a stupid racist fuckwit, right? But it's a different kettle of fish when you start threatening people. I think that's a very, very different kettle of fish.
Oh yeah, and you're right there. You're right. I mean, look, guys, Emo he's killed me so many different ways in his mind. Poisoning, cancer, you fucking name it. Emo has tried to kill me, and it's fine. I'm okay with it, you know. But when everybody keeps buying him trips and buying him microphones and phones and stuff like that, when are these people going to wake up and say, you're not getting anything in return, are you? You're not getting anything. I'm giving you an Emo mug, a coffee mug.
Gary. Yeah, Gary, that was funny. you can run a joke into the ground, though.
Right. Well, you could. Absolutely. Right. Yeah. You can. Right. All day long. Right. But in reality, I mean, when you donate to Emo, what do you have at the end of the fucking day? You have nothing. But when you donate to Gary, you're not donating to me. You're buying it.
No, I was actually being serious. Like, can you stop saying that?
He's like, shut up. I'm translating.
Like, it's funny, but you said that about enough, I think.
Oh, am I pushing the product? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's a good salesman. I'm sorry. I'm just a good salesman.
Now, has he left that up? He hasn't, has he? I need to start recording all this shit, you know. Now, Just Ben is really good.
He should. There is so much gold in everything that Emo says. I mean, I'm telling you, guys, I've been dealing with Emo since December of last year. And I every video he puts out, I save it. He has a special little folder in my life where I save all his fucking videos. And I listen to him. I do. I hear the contradictions. I hear all that. And it's like, I say to myself, oh, I got you, a little furry bastard. I've got you, you know. Oh yeah, and
Well,
it's
he's
great.
gonna take you out, right?
Well, yeah,
You're
he's
pretty
gonna
much
slice my
murdered.
throat. He's gonna cut my heart out. He's gonna feed it to me. And if I saw a 4-foot man walking down my driveway, a 4-foot furry man walking down my driveway with a knife in his hand, saying, "I'm gonna kill Gary," that would be probably the best day of my life. You know, I'd let him take a couple of swings at me too. You know.
You know what I would do, honestly? I would whip
What?
out the boombox and I would start playing the cinematic theme to Lord of the Rings
Oh my God!
right off the bat.
Smeagol. He's Smeagol. He is. He really is.
Now, I have to admit, and Gary, I like you. I like you a lot. Huge
thank
fan.
you. Thank
I
you.
do. If emo internet murdered the shit out of you, I would mourn. But it would be bittersweet for me because it would also mean that I have now moved up to the #1 asshole of Massachusetts. So I would attend your funeral, but I would make myself a stash, you know?
Oh, so we have an ultimate goal here. Oh, so if Gary dies, you live, and okay.
But Kate, that would make you a bigger asshole than Josh Abrams, wouldn't it?
Well, no, there's only 2 assholes of Massachusetts per emo. Gary was the one. He was like the Highlander. There was only one. But then we came around. Now there's 2. And there's a little bit of friendly competition there. I wouldn't go out of my way to see Gary knocked off because he's a great guy. But if it happened, I would reap the benefit of becoming #1.
Well, that's good because like Highlanders, I mean, some of us lose our head and we get taken down, and the next one's up to bat. And it's good to know that you would carry on the snowflake legacy, Kate. That makes me feel good and warm and fuzzy inside that you would do that.
I would continue to sell the merchandise.
I would continue to sell the merchandise.
So this, just to continue this. Sorry. Right. So he put this video out a few days ago, basically saying that somebody's cloned his PayPal account. Right. Now, I don't know what that means. Like, that's not a thing you can do, right? Like, you can't clone PayPal accounts.
Occasional body snatches.
Well,
you can if you're a deep state CIA operative like Gary Snowflake is.
From Massachusetts, like UK, right? People like us in Mass, we can do that. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, well, Nathan could do it, couldn't he? Nathan Johnson.
Oh, Nathan, yeah, Nathan.
Little known fact, actually, I will admit right now, I didn't clone Emo's PayPal account, but I actually did clone Emo. So it's a baby right now. We're waiting for it to grow up a little bit, but that the ultimate goal is that we're going to not only replace his YouTube channel and PayPal and Discord and all that, we're actually going to replace him with a clone.
Oh boy. He's not going to be as
would you raise the clone to be as racist as Emo is?
Well, pretty much we're just trying to replicate his childhood as I imagine it. So we just kind of threw him up in a little cabin in Maine. We're not cleaning up there very much. We throw a 12-pack of PBR at it once in a while and pretty much let it raise itself.
I think I would also go for the regular application of a stout stick.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
If you want to get the required amount of anger and vitriol.
Yeah, we bought it. One pink T-shirt, and a pair of pajama pants. That's all that it ever wears. We have a shower curtain that we, flipped over the shower bar so that the fucking cats don't destroy it. And we just threw a bottle of Dial hand soap at it and told it to wash itself. So it is just as angry and unwashed as the original Emo is now.
Well, let's. This is a particular piece of genius. So let's listen to his.
Evening, whatever the case may be, no part of the world. I am Emo Halliwell. And I'm letting everybody know I had to change my PayPal address, guys. That's right, I had to change my PayPal address. The new PayPal address is right there.
In case you didn't get that, that's his new PayPal address. PayPal.me JEH829. Now, don't donate to that PayPal. There is a PayPal that I think you should donate to because it'll piss Emo off. no end.
JEH829. JEH829. PayPal me / JEH829. I'm going to tell you the reason why I had to come up with a new PayPal, people. The reason why I had to come up with a new PayPal account is because, let me switch microphones here. I don't like the way this microphone is working. Let's go with this one. All right, so I should be a little louder now. So anyway, the reason why I had to switch PayPal accounts is because what the trolls decided to do is my old PayPal account was JEH01. JEH01, the number 0. Okay. What the trolls decided to do was make a fake email Halliwell PayPal by putting JEH01. O is an Oscar. O is an Oscar the Grouch. O is an.
Right, I'm just going to stop it there. Now, the thing is, if you can www.pay.
I know you're kind of confused right now, bro. But I'm gonna settle it for you right now, and I think Kay can agree with me. Massachusetts people, when we talk to people.
No, Gary, watch. JEH, sorry, 01, right? Now, this is the account that he's saying some troll has created in an attempt to clone his PayPal account. That's a real person. You can Google.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
you can Google him. Like,
right. I saw that.
That's not.
But the thing is that people don't realize it's like Kate. She's from. I believe she's from Massachusetts. I'm not 100% sure, but I am. People from Massachusetts, when we talk to people, it's totally different than most of the country when they talk to you. We have like no sympathy. We're really like, don't be a sissy, fucking Alice. You know, if you try to push out, we fucking jump on you. I mean, that's the way we are. That's naturally the way we are. No. There was Massachusetts before there was New York. So, you know, we're not describing New York. They came afterwards, you know. But I mean, we're the ones that dumped the fucking tea into the fucking bay, okay? Not New York.
Let's not get into an American geographical dick waving contest.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No, dude, I'm not doing that. No, but when it comes,
the thing is, there is no contest. So
no, when it comes down to it, when somebody from Massachusetts calls you a fucking sissy Alice, you're a fucking sissy Alice. And we're not going to let it go. And that's the way we are in Mass. We're not going to let it go. You're a fucking sissy Alice. You're a fucking sissy Alice. And we're not going to let it go, no matter what. That's the way we are. That's the way we talk. That's the way we live, you know. I don't care how they live in New York. You know, New York's different. You know, it's a whole fucking different animal.
I mean, only to an American.
No, I mean, you know, it's nothing against. I get English friends. I love my English friends, and I have nothing to do with what all that fucking happened back then. You know, but I don't mind rubbing it in when they try to rub it in on me. But I mean, it's true. I mean, Massachusetts people are really rude fucking people, and that's just on. We're naturally like that. That's the way we're raised, you know. And so people.
Yeah, excuse me. It's like comparing an Orkney Isle person to a Londoner.
Well, I don't know about that, but like Kate said, if Emo kills me, she's going to carry on. She's going to pick up that fucking Gary Snowflake torch, and she's gonna move forward with it. You know, and that's the way Massachusetts.
Yeah, I mean, he's only going to kill you if your jugular is in your kneecaps, though, isn't it? I mean, he could cut your feet off at the leg and not cauterize the wounds.
Well, yeah, he's only 4 feet tall, so he's only 4 feet tall. He could. Yeah.
If he reaches really high, he might hit his femoral.
Yeah, and people said to me, if Emo was standing in front of you, would you let him kick you in the nuts? And I said, yes, once. And then I would throat punch him and drag him out of the fucking driveway and put him in a fucking trash can. You know, I'd let him get one on me. You know, I would. You know, I deserve it. Come on. You know, I'm a prick. You know, I know that.
Oh, that knife he was wielding looks more ceremonial than it does.
Oh, that knife wielding thing, that's different. If he's going to try to cut my nuts off, that's a whole different thing, dude.
So that's why he's part of this show tonight, was because of the knife wielding thing. Because I'm quite happy just to leave Emo to do his crap, but I think if you start threatening people,
well, you're concerned about my nuts, right? You're concerned about him cutting my nuts off with that knife, and I thank you, Shiva. Well, thank you for that, lad. I thank you for that, lad.
It's not so much.
This isn't. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
This isn't like an Emo starting to threaten people, though. He's been steady doing that for a while. At one point, he started the countdown to the end of Gary's life. I think he gave him 14 years.
Right. Okay.
I think he's at.
I'm new though.
It's like 13 now, because that was about a year ago, right? So I mean, it's ticking down for him. But he regularly expresses his great desire to see that clock expire. I mean, honestly, if I put money on it right now, who I think is going to survive longer, Gary or Emo, my money would be on Gary, because Emo is like constantly on the precipice of just blowing out an O-ring.
He's going to have the heart attack. He's going to have the heart attack. And when he does, I'm telling you right now, guys, when he has a heart attack, I live in Massachusetts. He lives in Maine. I'm going to drive to the hospital and visit him. And then when I tell him I'm Gary Snowflake, when the heart monitors start going off and the nurses come rushing in to fucking calm him down and fucking give him sedatives and stuff, he's going to be like, no, let me up. That's Gary. I have to fucking kill him. And I'm going to walk away laughing.
Yeah, if you've got that, then that'd be great. If you could DM that to me.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I would film that, and I would post that on YouTube.
As I'd like to say in Discord, Ben, just Ben, I love you and I want to have your children.
Yeah, no, Ben has everything.
I want to have your baby, right? Exactly.
Ben, coincidentally, I've been looking for that too, because I am way overdue for doing another Emo video. I love making them because he always responds, and I do appreciate it when he uses our name.
And you do some really good ones. I'll tell you, I don't know where you came from there, but I was like, oh my God, these guys are fucking so funny. And you guys see what I see. And it's finally, somebody sees what I see. I mean, people say, why do you keep doing Emo videos? Because he's so fucking funny. And with his rants and all that stuff. I mean, whatever he fucking says.
He's like a Kaufman-esque comedic genius. And in all seriousness, we actually do have an Emo merch design.
Oh my God.
He's going to love it. He's going to love it.
I'm sure
my graphic designer put some work into it. It's
I'm
really,
sure I will.
A+.
I mean, now I have, at first it was just me and Emo, okay? It was just Emo and I, and that's what it was. He hates fucking Gary. He wants me dead. And then other people started doing videos about him. And I was like, I thought it was really funny. I mean, I don't care. You can call me an asshole. I'm from fucking Mass, but I'm an asshole. So I'm an asshole. But I don't care. I thought it was funny that other people, Tattered Aviator was doing them. Ed Ramirez, fucking Matt, you young lady, few other people. Nation, he was doing some. Everybody was doing them. And I was like, it's not just me that sees how funny Emo really is. And I tried to talk to Emo and say, look, let's collaborate. We could make a lot of money, dude. We could make I'm putting out the products now, the coffee mugs, the T-shirts, all that. He could have been a part of that. But he was like, no fucking way. No fucking way, Gary. I hate you. I wish you would fucking die. I'd like to stab you in the fucking heart, rather than actually go with it. That's not my fault.
Gary, do you think that he's maybe a little bitter? Oh,
someone's echoing really badly.
It's terrible.
What's that?
The echo was really bad there for a minute. Do you think that the emo is a little bitter, maybe because you bought your summer home in Boca Raton, off of
I think
proceeds
so.
from
Yeah. The yacht with all the chicks and stuff. Yeah, he doesn't like chicks and chicks' asses and stuff. But I mean, regardless, he's gay. Okay, it's fine. You're gay, dude. That's okay. It's okay to be gay. I'm not against gay people.
Well, I mean,
it's the bisexual ones. No, it's the fucking bisexual people I have a fucking problem with.
Just to be clear, gay is better than straight.
Yeah, I don't think so, bro. Yeah, I like.
I know, but you're wrong, Harry.
No, you know what?
I have to give it an A+ for the lack of unplanned pregnancies.
Hey, it's the bisexual. It's the bisexual people that I don't trust because they don't know what the fuck they want. If you want the dick or you want the fucking pussy, make up your fucking mind. Yeah.
No, or maybe you want both. I mean, come on. Anyway, let's welcome. Let's welcome man.
I have gay friends. I have gay friends, and they're like, "Hey, Gary, I like your dick all day long. Hey, good for you, pal. Good for you." But some of them are some of my best friends, and I say, "Good for you, pal. Good for you." It's the bisexuals you got to watch out for because they don't know.
You said that before. Yeah. So let's welcome man with a mic to the panel.
Hey, how's everybody? Oh boy, what did I walk into? Hey, Kate, your icon is very confusing.
Why does it confuse you?
Because I'm expecting you, and there's emo.
I'm actually so. Here's an idea. Can I throw this at you guys, and you can give me some honest feedback? This is an idea that I had. The 5th of July. I'm driving. I'm like, I'm not going to do a live stream tonight. What I want to do is work on lip syncing emo's videos. What do you think?
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Good idea.
So it's his voice, but it's my face.
That would be awesome.
Absolutely great idea.
Would you also be dancing in your police uniform?
Well,
probably not. I've retired that thing. It's dead. No, I figured I'd get myself a pink shirt. Really, possibly. I can't grow a beard, but I could glue one on, maybe.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you're gonna glue. I don't think you're gonna glue one on like that. That's a big beard.
Are you going to spit in that beard?
Well, I'm taking pubic hair donations for the beard if anyone wants to do
Hey, can I get
That's nasty.
I'm going to segue away from that. Shiva, can I have the floor for just a second?
So, that's great. We can make Gary Snowflake squirm.
Oh, that's fucking nasty. Oh.
That's bad. Can I get the floor for just a second, since you're letting people like you're putting PayPal links up and you're letting Gary Snowflake sell merch and stuff? Can I? Sure.
Yep. Go ahead. I'm not putting PayPal links up, but okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to e-beg here. The first time this has ever happened. Damn it! I'm going to e-beg. Hey, no, seriously. If we're going to talk about this kind of stuff, let's do something real. I would like to e-beg for the
mouthpiece.
No, for the National Pancreatic Cancer, the National Pancreatic Cancer Foundation. I have a family member that has pancreatic cancer. So if we're joking about this stuff, but if we're talking about donations, let's whether you donate to that or donate to something that's legitimate, let's all try to donate.
Hey, dude, I love pancakes. And I will always donate. I get connections in Canada. It's watered down maple syrup, but I'll donate to the fucking pancake fucking thing. Absolutely, bro.
He said pancreatic cancer.
Pancreatic cancer. It's a little bit different from maple syrup.
You must think of me. You must think of me.
But the pancake donation thing doesn't sound bad either.
Well, I thought you were talking about pancakes. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm using
in all seriousness, send me the link. What I'll do is I will pledge 25% of whatever we do off YouTube for this month.
All right. I will drop you a link in the back here.
All right, great. I would do more than that, but we still have to pay our stupid rent.
I understand. If we ever draw a dime from our channel, we'll pay the favor back with the
money. No, we never actually profit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
if you do, dude, donate to the pancake fucking, cause.
I'm gonna do. So I'm saying it on the panel.
Hampshire?
Everybody hears it. I will verify because I'm not a liar. 25% right to the pancreatic Cancer Fund. So that'll be the 21st of August is usually around the time that they pay out for that. So whatever from, July now to August, we'll just 25% of that before any cost or anything like that. We'll just give right over to that.
We appreciate it. And the link's in the back.
I always say, and I'm not being a prick when I say it. If I'm going to donate to something, I want something back. Okay. So if, like, say you're
hang on. No, you are being a prick when you say that, Gary. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
we're not NPR.
You see how he sees right through me.
Some of us don't have coffee mugs to give away.
He sees right through me. But it's so funny. He sees right through me. It's like, fuck you, guy. It's like, no. If I fucking donate to your fucking pancake fucking society, I want fucking pancake fucking batter or pancake fucking syrup or something like that. Well, fucking contribute into your.
Hang on. The emo merch isn't real, Pat. Come on, for fuck's sake. The emo.
Hey, but we could start a. We could.
Wait, we had to explain that joke. Okay. No, but it is actually very real.
I hate it when we have to explain the jokes. I know. I hate that.
We could start a maple syrup campaign for people that live in New Hampshire, like Shiva.
Right. But you have to understand. I deal with some Canadians, and they water down the maple syrup before they ship it to America, and they trim the fat off the bacon before they ship it to America. So I'm on to those fucking pricks. So I mean, a lot of you guys fall for it, fine, but I don't.
That's the Canadian breakfast cartel. I've heard of that.
Yeah, you gotta watch out.
Canadian cartel, right? She's heard of it. See, she knows. Right? I'm not making it up. True story. But
oh my gosh,
I love your picture. I'll tell you what, Shiva. I love the fucking the picture they have up there with emo, and it's fucking great, man. I think it's fucking awesome. You did a good job on it, man. You did a good job on it.
I can even put that up as the logo. There we go. It's a bit small though.
No, but I mean, I think it's fucking perfect. It's fucking beautiful.
Picture of mouse emo there, but I think with 4 is good.
It's fucking awesome. I love it. I like originality, and it's like, okay, hey, look, it's your fucking shit. And it's like, oh my God, it's like I can't make him talk in that picture, but it's still really, really funny. It's like you get the point across. It's like, okay, this is gonna be what it's gonna be, and it's like it's fucking hysterical. Emo must be losing his fucking shit right now with you.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if it had been 10th Man, he would have been. He loses.
Oh, that guy. Oh my God.
If his name is in the title, I was thinking of doing a series of panels which had 10th Man prominently in the thumbnail and his name as a central part of the title, but not actually making any of the panels about him.
Well, I mean, as egotistical as he is, I mean, he'd be like, oh my God, it's all about me, you know? He'd be like, he'd be like, it's all about me, you know, and he would love that. But I mean, emo is not going to like that fucking picture right there that you people see.
Here's a question. Did any of you ever hear the video that emo did where he said that he's not a narcissist, but he has absolutely no empathy or consideration of other people's feelings?
Oh, yeah.
Does that make him a narcissist? Fine.
Would that make him a psychopath?
That's a bit like when he said, just because he uses racial slurs when he's angry doesn't make him a racist.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've heard all of it.
Yeah, but you know what does make him a racist is the way that he's constantly complaining about how people of color have ruined his neighborhood, which, judging from the trash bag curtain he had on his window for a while in this filthy ass apartment, it was ruined to begin with.
Thank you.
And I deleted that clip off the board. Thank goodness.
When he had the trash bag on his window, And now he's got this colorful, whatever the fuck it is, on his window now. But if you guys notice, Mass,
that's beautiful.
I'm going to call you Mass there because that's how I know you. Okay, if you noticed, I used to put a Gary Snowflake clock on his wall when I did his videos. He moved stuff around in his fucking background, so I couldn't put the fucking clock there anymore. Okay?
Hey, what's this radio station thing he has in his background? Have you noticed that?
He used to work for a radio station, and then he was fired. No, it's on his website. No.
Let me tell you the whole story about that.
Right, okay.
He and a buddy put together an internet radio station.
No, Gary, come on, man. Gary, you've got to let other people speak.
Yeah. No.
Sorry.
So here's the whole story on that. I did a little bit of research on that. He did one of these paid things you can hop on and do a quote internet radio station. Then he put a little website of it. I kind of tracked it all back. It wasn't a real radio station. It was like a mouse station. He was worse than a mouse station. If you search those call signs out, it'll pull up to this wacky website of his for an internet radio station that he tried to do for a little while.
Did you try filling in the form on his website?
Hell no.
We did.
Oh no, that would have been fun.
And none of the fields fucking worked.
Well, go figure.
Like none of the field, like you couldn't enter anything into the fucking field.
So he never even finished out the website to get those to go to something or an email or something.
I know, and you know his images where it's like a grid of 6.
Right.
I don't know if he's still using those. Right.
We like grids, don't we?
I like grids. Yeah,
I know you do.
That's actually one image. That's not 6 separate.
Oh, is it right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But I have to give him I have to give him a thumbs up because he did get farther than Mouse did. At least he sort of got a website up.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. Until it's this comment by DGen Nation's quite opposite. Until this video that we're going to have a quick look through, right? My intention was to give Emo some praise for going out and making content, even if it's not content that I kind of particularly agree with, like, you know, thematically. Like it was, you know, it was him going out and making content, right? Rather than sitting at home and doing shit live panels and then screaming at people in videos. But, you know, no, I'm not doing that now. Fuck that.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever the case may be, and you're part of
the original good morning, good afternoon, good evening. At least it's not Joey.
Somebody sent me a link to a Gary Snowflake video. I didn't even watch the whole thing, but yeah, apparently it's true. Apparently he's got t-shirts and hats and memorabilia in my image. The image he stole from me. The image he took from me without permission. So you know what? Anybody buys that shit, you're not welcome on my channel. If you're gonna condone him making fun of a retard, if you're gonna condone him making fun of the mentally disabled.
Now, intellectually disabled is the preferred term. So I think sorry, I keep calling him Mouse, or I keep wanting to call him Mouse. Emo is claiming here that he's got an IQ of about 70 to 80. Is that right? That's what retarded means, isn't it?
Under 80.
I mean, legally, yeah. I mean, if we're going by the click wheel, like he can label himself however he wants, I guess.
Yes.
If you're gonna give him money making fun of somebody who has cancer, you don't belong in my fucking room. If I see you wearing,
hang on. Having cancer doesn't make you immune from having people taking the piss out of you. I just wanted to
but I mean, being emo does apparently.
Oh, I hadn't considered that.
You've got to can always consider the emo.
Oh, right. No, see, now I need to see. Does
emo condition?
Does emo being emo?
He can use as many racial, homophobic slurs. He can call you names. He can threaten to murder you. He can threaten your family. That's all fine. You can't say anything unflattering about him because that's over the line.
That's the emo factor.
You know that clip of emo where he's all racist that I have that I refuse to play on the shows? I tried to bleep that out so I could play it. It became one just big long bleep.
Oh no, you should upload that.
I could probably do it.
No, upload that.
I did wonders on the stereo video.
All right,
I could bleep it.
No, I bleeped it, but there was just one long bleep by the time it was.
Can you make it PG-13?
Yeah. Let me work on that. Let me work on that over the next few days, and I'll get it over to you there, Shiva. Because we can't play that on our channel. That's definitely not within the purview of our channel.
That would be really funny. A family-friendly emo video.
That would be funny. I'll work on it.
I tried to be friendly, family with emo, and you guys don't understand. I'm like fucking. I'm Batman. He's Joker. We're arch nemesis. No matter. I left the kid. In all fairness, guys, I left the kid alone for 2 weeks. Right? I didn't do a video. I never fucking mentioned him, and he fucking ran his mouth for fucking 2 weeks. Gary. He keeps fucking pulling me back in. Just when I think I'm out, he keeps pulling me back in.
Well,
he is a bewitching creature. I mean, you can't stay away. He's magnificent.
Well, you just need to mind your own business when people make videos about you, Gary.
Nobody ever makes a video about me. Nobody. I mean, Teresa Ra made one. Emo made a video about me. Those are the only two people. And Emo deleted it, and I thought it was the funniest video. It was like a third grade video, but I still loved it. I thought it was fucking great, and I appreciated it.
Who wants to make a video? Who wants to make a video of a cranky snowflake?
Oh, come on. Oh, cranky snowflake. Come on. I'm not cranky, dude.
No.
I'll make a video about you if you want.
Hang on. If cranky in this context means a bit of a crank, then yeah, you're cranky.
Yeah. Take it any which way you want.
Oh, it's my accent. Because off the Mass, we have that accent. Oh, fuck you.
Oh, my word.
One of those fucking shirts. You will be permabanned from my fucking room. Permabanned from my stream guards. Permabanned from my channel.
Because
that's all Gary knows how to
socks.
do. He's going to make fun of a retarded guy. I'm fucking retarded. I'm mentally challenged, okay? Mentally fucking challenged in the head. Fucked in the head by God, all right? And you guys want to make fun of somebody who has mannerisms of a fucking retard. That's what you live on. You love to make fun of a retarded person.
You know what? If this is true, if he's got, some kind of condition, I mean, and, yeah, fine. Post some evidence of that. I mean, he keeps making these claims, but I won't make any more videos about him because that would be crossing the line, right? If he was mentally.
Absolutely. No. Absolutely. Like the diaper video. Oh, I got ass cancer. So that's why I wear diapers. Okay. I got the video where he says he's been wearing them since he was 14 years old because he hates to use fucking public bathrooms and he can't go into a public restroom without being raped. Now, all these rapists that are out there in the public restrooms, they wait for this little 4-foot furry guy who's wearing diapers, and that's the guy I want to fucking rape tonight. That's the guy I want to rape. He said it. Words.
Who else are you going to rape? Come on. If you're faced with emo or Adonis, of course you're going to go for emo.
Oh my fucking God! It's just too funny. And now he cut himself. He's got staples in his arm.
Who's disabled and dying of cancer, and if you support that shit, you're a lowlife like Gary. Because I'll tell you what.
Love that chair.
Yeah, me too. I quite like that chair.
If I ever find out where Gary's is,
if I had that chair, I'd be using it.
It looks so comfortable. Yeah. It reminds me like when you get the sunburn and your back starts to peel. Ugh.
I'll take this fucking knife and he'll be fucking dead. Do you understand me? I want him dead.
So,
camera.
Yeah, I think he chucks it over his shoulder in a moment. Like, I don't understand. I kind of don't understand why anybody supports this guy. I don't understand why Lady Di supports this guy. Is that half a pair of scissors?
Yeah, because she's halfway to fucking
Yeah.
shooting herself
I
in the
mean,
fucking
Some
head.
other people.
I mean, she's mental too, so peas in a pod.
She's like, emo, let's kill ourselves together.
Oops. I don't know what happened
I've
there.
got the gun and you've got the
I will
knife.
kill
Together
Gary
we can
if I
have a lot of fun.
Never find out where he is, in my opinion. I will fucking kill him. You see this knife? It's gonna slit his throat. And then I'm gonna take out his fucking heart and I'm gonna fucking feed it to him if I ever find out where Gary is. Because
My word.
that's all he knows how to do. He knows how to steal people's content. He knows how to make fun of the disabled. He doesn't care that I'm fucking terminally ill with cancer. He don't give a fucking shit. And you know what? All you motherfuckers who support that shit, you deserve to be stabbed as well, in my fucking opinion. You all deserve death for making fun of me. You all...
I mean,
All of you.
Lou has a lot to answer for,
All of you. You're all fucking prick bastards. And if
It's,
you support Gary, then you all deserve to die and have your heart ripped out and fucking
but the in my opinion thing that comes from Salty Rant, right? Because Salty Rant on the panel of emos told him that he can basically
on that guy.
He can basically say whatever he wants as long as he puts the words "in my opinion" at the end. Which is why I don't know if you've noticed some of us have been going around saying ridiculous statements and then just putting "in my opinion."
Right. Exactly.
In my opinion.
Right. Yeah, it protects you. It protects you from the law enforcement. Right. Yeah.
It's like, have you ever
I want Shiva dead, in my opinion. Yeah.
In my opinion, Gary Snowflake isn't right.
Right.
Have you ever seen the movie Talladega Nights, right? Ricky Bobby, where Ricky Bobby's theory is that you can say whatever you want, no matter how insulting it is to somebody, if you preface it with all due respect. It's kind of like the same line of thinking.
Oh, I thought it was bless your heart.
Is that a trowel from his fairy gnome garden? I don't know, Maggie. It could very well be. Yes.
What you can't script shit like this, guys. You can't script it. Yeah, this is some of the YouTube gold that people have never seen before. I mean, it's like I think it's gold. You know, my friends are like, Gary, I mean, this guy wants you dead. I mean, somebody should call the police or whatever. And I said, no, this is funny. He means it, but he doesn't know how to really get it across in the correct way without being fucking taken off of fucking YouTube,
El Sancho asks, how does someone get banned from a 1A room? Come on. You haven't been to enough First Amendment auditor chats is all I can say.
I would say that one good way is show up on one of our live streams and you'll be banned.
Just turn up and say hello.
Pretty much.
Hi. Oh, been timed out. Okay. Oh, my word. Gary, Degeneration Nation wants to fart on your head, in his opinion. Okay.
I would accept that invitation.
You would accept. Right. So, all right. I'm not entirely clear what you're saying here. You're saying that you would accept the invitation on behalf of Gary Snowflake for.
Were I Gary Snowflake? In my opinion, I would go ahead and accept that invitation.
No, but how come he can't come up here right now, get up on the stream and talk to me? Right? He can't talk to me. He every stream I go in, he always complains, "Oh, Gary's in there and I can't go in there." Why can't you go in there? You can come up here and talk to me. I'm a likable guy. I like to think so, unless you people think I'm not. But I think I'm a likable guy. I mean, I could talk to you, have a conversation with you, you know. But he won't come up on any stream that I'm in. Why?
Who, Emo?
Because you've been perma-banned from his life. Okay, it's clear, it's easy, simple to understand. He perma-banned you from his life. You don't exist unless it's murder fantasies.
Well, that's not fair. I think that's unfair. I think that's uncalled for. You know, I'm a likable guy. You guys have been talking to me all night. I mean, have I offended any of you? I mean,
only slightly.
Really offended you.
No, only lightly. And I mean, you're pushing a lot of merchandise, millions of dollars worth of stuff, with Emo's image. He should be thankful for you. Honestly, he should be grateful.
I mean, if Gary is banned over there, he could always come back as Gary Snowflake 2.0 and Emo wouldn't be none the wiser.
No, Emo's gotten to the point where if he doesn't recognize a username in his chat, he or Lady Di are banning you. You could just say hello, Emo, and you're banned.
I got on Lady Di's panel one night by showing a picture of Emo as my picture because she wanted people to show their face. So I moved a picture around that was on my phone, the webcam, and it got on for like 3 seconds.
Into a conversation on Emo's chat, you're permanently banned. It's not right. Face your fears, man. Face your fears. Don't be a fucking sissy, Alice. Face your fears.
El Sancho's comment here is correct. If you say the word Sancho in NNE's News New England's chat, you get banned. Also,
unless you're me, in which case then you become the goddamn United Nations and are brokering deals that you clearly explicitly said you weren't fucking brokering, and then you become the de facto excuse for why he's such a bitch-made pussy.
Well, I was going to say also, all I have to say is the word list, and I get banned.
Yeah. I like too how he will discuss that like ad nauseum and defend himself up until you ask him. And I've asked him too, and he won't answer. You go, well, where did you source that list from? And then all of a sudden it's boom, under advice from my attorney. I can't just go like, you don't have a fucking attorney. Are you kidding me?
No. Who is he suing? Who is he?
Well, I think at first he thought that he was getting sued, which I don't know. That could still be a possibility. I'm not privy to that information. But then at some point in his brain, he turned it around. And he said, "Well, hold on. Like, I'll just say that I'm suing." He can't answer what his grounds for a lawsuit would be because they don't exist. Like,
now, speaking of e-begs, Rexy Fredrickson, if anyone in the who's watching, like if you're aware of an e-begging, like a fundraising campaign starting up, can you send me the details? Because I'm going to start keeping a record of all of the various funding campaigns, who starts them, who manages them, who they're for, how much they collect, etc., 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 so that we can build up a more detailed picture of exactly how much money they're getting from these campaigns. And obviously that would only count, that won't count for super chats.
Good idea.
You'd have to watch.
I was gonna start a PayPal pool for a boob job.
Hey, can we start a PayPal pool for Mouse for like toothpaste and send them like a case of toothpaste? That would be hilarious.
He's probably only got two teeth, man. So
you got to start one for his orthodontial, and unfortunately, by the time you have enough money, he'll be dead.
One thing. I think everybody's overlooked this. every time Shiva does his shows and stuff, he plays a song, and it's true. And if you look at it realistically, it's true. You do it to your fucking self. Okay?
Yeah, that's why I play that song.
And it's fucking true. And it's fucking true, right? Shiva. Right? It's fucking true. You always do it to yourself. It's not that anyone's doing it to you. You're doing it to yourself. And, and that's what really hurts, is because you're doing it to your fucking self. That's one of my favorite Radiohead songs. And it's one of my favorite songs of all time, because I use that against my friends all the time. It says, dude, you're using it.
You should check out Reckoner. That's a good song.
That's the song that you use, and I like that you use that song, because a lot of people that's one of my favorite Radiohead songs, and it's like, and I played that at cake parties, I played that at cookouts or whatever, and people are like, that's a really good song, Gary. It's like, yeah, because you fucking do. You do it to your fucking self. It's not anybody else.
That's not why it's a good song. It's because it's fucking Radiohead. Come on.
No, it's Radiohead too. Yeah, right. But it's fucking true song. They do it to themselves, and they try to blame everybody else.
Right. So we've got someone.
I love that.
In the chat in the back stream who's claiming to be emo. Let me.
Oh no.
Let's
take bets who it is. Naven.
Oh, that didn't work.
Eric, you piece of shit.
That's not emo.
No, I know that.
Try again.
No. All right, so come on then. Who are you? Come clean.
Well, I have a lot of my friends, they cry and moan about their fucking lives. And I play that song at a cake party, and they're like, "Oh, my wife left me. She took the kids or whatever." Because he was a fucking dick. And it's like, oh, you do it to yourself. And oh man, I really like that song, man. Who does that song? It's like, it's so funny that you played that. When I first heard you play that show, I was like, here's a guy I like. He knows what he's talking about. It's fucking true though. I love that. That's one of my favorite Radiohead songs.
That's
I have that. I have that on my iPod when I'm on the motorcycle. Okay, and I'm fucking riding down the road. That's one of the songs that I fucking play.
All right. Apparently, that was not now. Maybe later.
I was gonna say, did we lose fake emo? Because I'd like to have a conversation with fake emo.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Well, he bounced. So
if it's news now, Methy later.
He bounced.
No, it's not now. I'm painting my fucking nails.
Oh.
Well, we have one more reprobate that I had lined up. We could move on from emo. Oh, did we want to watch the rest of him ranting?
Could we?
Is it any different from any of his other rants?
They're all different. They're all different. Oh, they are. They're all different in their own special way. They are different.
Different in the sense that he's making explicit threats. Yes.
Fucking deserve that. So if you support him stealing my face, my image.
Now, have you stolen his face, Gary? Give it back. Give Emo's face back.
I was waiting. I saw this earlier, and I was waiting to see him not put that knife down. And the next thing you see is the knife going into his temple.
I think he ended up getting himself anyway, though, right?
I think so, yeah.
It's my likeness.
Oh, hello, Naven. Welcome to the panel.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Emo, I just got a...
Naven, you crazy bastard.
Is Emo still alive? Is Emo still alive, right? I mean, I just got home and I heard something about a knife. Is he okay?
No, he's well. He's okay. I was worried too.
Okay. Is that Ben? I mean, did he really do that? I missed everything that happened. Did that really happen?
I don't know. I don't know if he actually attempted to commit suicide. I kind of think not, because if he did,
he cut his arm. Cut his arm.
What he probably wouldn't be doing is live streaming from his living room. He'd be in the hospital being assessed.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just wondering if this isn't like the fake black roommate that moved in to get sympathy. I don't know.
Whatever happened to him?
You know what happened to that? That never happened. That was damage control, brother.
I don't know about the fake black roommate.
If I was moving in a black roommate, that never happened. So I don't want to mess with the guy if he's really trying to hurt himself. But I mean, come on, when did that happen?
Apparently today. I mean, I've not watched the stream, so I don't know.
Oh.
Like, all right, not now. Maybe later. It was back.
Well, the thing is, if that happened, he went to the hospital, correct?
Well, that's what I would have assumed. Like, if
he would have been on a 72-hour hold.
He'd be like in the UK. He'd be like either he'd be being assessed with a view to being sectioned, right, under the Mental Health Act. Like, he'd be being assessed. You know, you don't just when people attempt suicide, and if you
could have told them one story and telling us another, you know.
Yeah, I'll bet you that he was playing with his knife and cut himself. This is probably take two of his. There was a take two of his video, and he accidentally cut himself.
Well, he lost credibility with me when he claimed that when he tried to say, I think it was not now, maybe later, try to blame when he faked trying to commit suicide on the way home from Texas. So, you know, when you keep saying that kind of shit, you know, it sucks because, you know, you don't want anybody to get hurt in this whole thing. And all, you know, obviously nobody does, but he's already faked it once, you know. Probably
just
twice.
To warn the chat that rule number 4 is now in full force and effect. Do not annoy Miss V.
What was the rule number 3? I thought that was rule number 3.
No, rule number 3 is no spam.
Oh shit! Okay, no spam.
Yeah.
There's so many rules now. You're going to be like our channel.
There's only 4.
Well, he's live now. Is he live right now?
Oh, it's been live for the last hour or so, at least. You know, I've not been watching, mostly because I think it's gonna like. I think if any of these idiots ever decide to press the whole copyright issue vis-a-vis mirroring live streams, I don't think I'm gonna be able to argue that it's fair use. Because it's not. I'm not transforming the work, right?
You are. You're commenting.
Well, if you're commenting on it, you might. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, if you're adding commentary.
If you're adding commentary, I think
you're not playing it continuously in its entirety. You're pausing. You're commenting on the remarks. It's fair use.
And like they did back in the day to get around like showing a live sporting event or whatever, they would just like a boxing thing, they would just delay it. Like remember they used to get away with that too. They would delay it like 10 minutes, and it's not live anymore. It's actually so.
You can always go back.
It's a replay. It's a replay. It's just from 10 minutes ago.
So we've got Taze and Wilma shouting each other out in their chat. There may be a little bit of a romance going on there.
Well, there's something else going on with Citizen Z in there and somebody earlier too. You've got some feisty people in the chat.
Well, you know, the chat's free for all, isn't it? Yeah.
When Wilma and Taryn start fighting, let me know.
Hello, Mandy, welcome to the panel. Hello, Peachy. Who else we got? Legal Pitbull. Hello there. Phil Maddock, watcher. Sheepbird, the Scam Destroyer. Please ask Gary to repeat what Emo said about his birth. How his mum's twinkle gave made him gay. I don't think Gary needs to, because you just said what Emo said about his birth. That his
and it's God's fault too. Don't forget.
His mum's food made him gay.
I never heard that one.
Even cerebral palsy.
I don't think my mother made me gay. No, I don't think so. What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking people are so dumb, man. They really are.
Well, look, we got.
I love it though. I don't care. I love it. I love it when people take shots at me. It's like, go ahead, take a shot at me. Yeah, come up on here though. No, but come up on here and take a shot at me. That's a different story. You can type in the chat, but when you come up here, you know, like PG. You know,
who are you talking to, Gary?
I don't know.
I'm talking to the ones that are in the chat. You know, you're not looking at the chat. They're saying mean things about me.
On this note, I'm gonna jump down because I need to practice my emo mannerisms.
All right. Goodbye, Kate.
I will be doing that. I'm doing an emo lip sync video. Just you wait.
That's awesome.
The verbal mannerisms or the physical? Are you doing the whole package? The whole?
I don't know. I'm not doing
Well,
it.
I'm gonna play his video, and I'm gonna like dub his audio over my face.
Hey, Kate.
There you go.
Yeah.
How long do you think you have to go without washing your hair to get that just emo look to the hair?
I'm gonna wash my hair. Honestly, for me, if we want to be honest here, how long would it take? It would take me about a day. So let's like a day without washing my hair, I'd start to look kind of like emo, but I don't want to do that.
You sure you don't have to take a furlough now?
Good luck to you, love. Good luck.
You can get
I'm going to listen to the stream from the chat, and I'm going to go in the mirror and start doing my emo faces so that this video is a good one.
Make sure you record that so that we can have like extras on the video.
Nation, what's up, man? What's up, Nation?
Is that Amy? Amy Hogan.
Can people not hear me or something?
No, we can hear you. We just don't listen to it.
I'm not listening to you.
It's just that every time I try and start a sentence, I can't get a fucking word in.
StreamYards does that. It queues up what everybody's saying and spits it out all at one time. That's what it does.
Because I wanted to say goodbye to Kate, but every time I tried, everyone else started speaking.
Yeah, I tried to.
What's going on?
It's not just you. Hey.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad it's not
just you, Nathan. We always listen to you, Nathan. Fuck you.
Right, whatever. Hey, I could be.
Hey, Nathan, what's going on, guys?
What trouble you getting into? Oh, wait, I should say, what trouble you getting us into?
I could be.
Fuck.
You weren't first. I could be. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. What's going on, brother?
Oh, what's up, man?
I was just watching Emo's wrist earlier, and I was commenting on how the ER rooms are starting to use electrical tape now to hold bandages on.
I know. It costs cheaper for electrical tape.
Fucking crazy, man. Crazy, man.
It's not just a cost-effective measure. You can reuse the tape.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
You can go home and repair your light switch when you get done.
It's sticky.
You can wrap those exposed electrical wires.
That's right.
That's right. So,
should we watch the remaining 23 seconds of this?
Yeah.
23 seconds left. We can do it. Come on.
That's all we got.
Support him selling t-shirts and hats and everything, then don't fucking come to my channel because you're a lowlife just like he is, and you deserve to be fucking shot. You deserve to be fucking stabbed, in my opinion. You deserve fucking death.
Is he calling for a Lady Di to come in with a gun?
In my opinion. Now go fuck yourself.
No. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot him with that knife.
The gruesome Tucson.
In my opinion. I mean,
getting shot with a knife.
I thought Nathan was my friend, man. He's trying to protect me from fucking emo.
You don't bring me flowers.
Dude, you got that you got all that land out there. I can live out in your garage and you can protect me, man, but you're not there for me, man.
If it gets there, I'll move you into the shed if it gets that bad. If it once it hits the road.
Should we see what chat's up to? So let's see. Pat, News New England challenged you yesterday and Peachy lol. So that's obviously a secret communication between El Sancho and Pat. Taryn agrees with something, as does Pookie, but I don't know what because I can't scroll any further backwards.
Hey, Shiva.
Yes.
You know our wacky sports guy is in there, Jim Rhodes. Apparently, he's been following Mouse's channel tonight. You ought to have him on and give you a live account of what's going on versus the whole streaming thing. Looks like he's having fun with Mouse.
Oh, right. Is
Come
he
on up, wacky sports guy? He's probably scared to get on somebody else.
Wacky here.
He's in the chat.
You're welcome on up. Let me. We are friendly. I know we seem mean. Well, Navin's a very mean man, but other than that, we're all friendly. Navin's not mean at all. No, actually, no. Let me rephrase that. Navin is conditionally mean.
Navin is mean. You're Satan.
Wow, thank you.
I think Navin's probably going to get a bit mean in our next next Fuckwit. You know who our next Fuckwit is, don't you?
Don't fuck with Navin.
Oh, that's more reason that the sports guy needs to come on.
The Pumatic sports guy.
Navin will get your kids taken from you.
Oh, he did not like Pumatic today.
Hello, Pumatic sports guy.
Hey!
Hey, what's up there, wacky sports dude?
I'm not afraid to go on anybody's panel. What are you talking about?
I didn't think so. Welcome to Shiva's.
It's certainly not Shiva's. How's it going, guys?
We're going to lend you out to him tonight for the play-by-play on what you've been watching on Mouse.
I've been watching it for far too long, and he's just sort of been spiraling further and further out as the day's gone on. It's been kind of... It would be sad to watch if it was anybody else, but since it's him, it's appropriate.
Well,
did you play in Eric Brandt's channel with the mouse today?
No, I've not been in there. I don't go over to Eric's channel. Like I say, I stay very specific and focused.
Well, Mouse is now a mod in Eric Brandt's channel.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And I think every sock in the world was over there. But I had about 30 minutes just sitting there dying. I couldn't go to work. I had to stay here and laugh for about 30 minutes because the comments were just flying and Mouse's finger was just deleting.
Well,
I was on. Sorry.
That kind of situation is going to give him a blister on his finger.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Sorry, Shiva. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to. I was a mod on Defend's channel for a while.
Ugh.
He took me.
That's something to be proud about.
Well, I don't know how I got to be a mod on Defend's channel. I banned Navin though. That was
awesome.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
My socks have been banned by the best of them too.
I want to know, how did you? I don't know if I want to know the answer to this question, but how did you get into that little cult to get a wrench there? Defense channel.
I don't know.
Did you kill a small animal or anything? Or
I don't know, but it's gone just as mysteriously.
It was the first night he ever found the 1A community.
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay,
I went on CFW's, what was it, Sunday, I think it was. It was the last 5 minutes of her live stream that day. And the interesting part about it was my first post, they didn't delete. It says, "You can't handle the truth," with quotes. And then every other one, I was deleted. And then I finally found out, I'm blocked.
Bao accidentally made me a mod one day back in his heyday when he was doing the court stuff. He was outside the court, and I think he went to make somebody else a mod, and the thing was moving too quick on the screen. He hit me and made me a mod. For about 5 minutes, I bet you I had 300 people hidden and banned because he was on his phone and he couldn't get there to stop it. It was my most epic troll I've ever done. It was all by accident.
No, that is a troll move. No doubt about it.
Citizen Z said that. And yeah, that's where Poor Dirt Farmer was, wasn't it? Isn't it Mayo?
Well, is PDF right now? He's in another town, isn't he? He's looking through the windows of some place in another town when I got home, in like some other county.
Yeah, where he got in that scuffle with that big corn-fed boy. That's where he was in Mayo.
Right, I'm telling you, yeah, I know, but I'm
talking
about right
pizza
now.
Shop.
He's live right now, or he was when I got home. He was live with, I think, some other guy in another county, one county over to the west, and I guess they're trying to get banned from all the stores there.
He's gonna get 3 hots in the cot pretty soon.
So why would you try and get banned from a store?
Well, I think
it's 3 holes in a cot.
Yeah, that's just the net effect.
It's all about the clicks and views.
Right, okay.
BFW says that every live stream.
Well, she believes it, doesn't she? I mean, in certain respects, she's right? I mean, if you're on YouTube, it is all about the clicks and views, right?
Well, it's not all about. Yeah, it should be all about. Yeah, that's right. Taylor County. That's right. Yeah. Taylor County.
Well, that's the one thing that Mouse has been doing lately. He's been restreaming Poor Dirt Farmers videos, and he was on his panel the other day, and is seemingly like he's trying to make contact with other people, like build some friends, build some connections, and try to basically leech off of their audience.
He's networking.
Trying to, but he's failing in the usual Mouse ways.
He's networking with the wrong people. That's the problem.
Well, he tried it with Autumn Citizen as well. When he was getting arrested, he tried reaching out and promoting him for a little bit. Then when that well dried up, he dropped that pretty quickly.
When you're under the barrel, the things on the bottom of the barrel are above you.
Good.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Can you guys hear this? Let me.
Public search comes up with an owner.
Can you hear that?
I recognize that voice.
Yes.
Okay, great. So this is. Oh
God, I know what this is.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is gonna piss me off.
Yeah, I know.
Big time.
It pissed me off. Right, so there's a story that I jumped onto Mouse's stream, and then we were I was kind of pissing around a bit with Nathan, and it's like, oh, I'm not in a joking mood. Mouse has really pissed me off, and I was like, okay, why? What's going on? It was like, oh, he's just doxed people. So I went back and recorded. I am learning. I am recording some stuff. I went back and he basically... All right, this is 7 minutes. I'm going to turn this down, actually, because I think he's talking about names and whatnot, and we don't really need to hear about what he's saying, because it's not...
Right? I can tell you what I ran into when I bumped over there, and you were behind in the... You were... actually, where were you?
Well, I went behind so that I could record this. Yeah.
Well, he saw me in there, and I'm sitting there watching, and so this is after the Mayo thing with PDF, and PDF outed that big boy's name, who we just call him endearingly, we call him Bobby, the big guy that was with the spray can, with the can of paint. Well, PDF outed the guy's name, and without using his full name, but he outed the guy's name as can we say the last name or no? I mean, it's pretty much already out there, but
I mean, yeah,
anyway.
Okay. I mean, the last name is Henderson, isn't it?
Yeah. So anyway, this dumbass Mouse thinks you don't know the tools I got. What is it called? The internet, the tools everybody has. So he goes live, and he looks up every Henderson, and he couldn't remember the guy's first name. All he remembers is start over with a W. Right, So he starts outing some guy, some innocent person with the last name Henderson. First name starts with W, and has him on the full screen, and and I was cussing his ass out. I was like, "You son of a bitch! That's a wrong person. What the fuck?" I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, Mouse?" And he got all pissy with me. I said, "That guy's name that's the wrong fucking person." He goes, "Well, he has the same last name." I said, "That doesn't mean it's fucking him." And he goes, "Well, it's probably his friend or his relative, so it's okay. We're gonna." I'm like, the fuck? Then I got on.
Like he'd know that.
All people with last name are friends.
They're friends. They're friends. And so Shiva got onto Mouse's panel, and he was going on him. He was railing on him till he got kicked. And I went on there. Well, we were on there coincidentally for about 10 seconds. Then Shiva got kicked, and hello, Nathan, and I start railing on him, and he kicked me. But he says, well, his excuse was, well, the trolls did this to me. What the fuck? That was his excuse. The trolls did this to me, so that's why I'm doing this. It was like,
makes sense.
Yeah,
That's how ethics works, isn't it?
You got to come back with, well, watch what YouTube's going to do to you.
And I asked him, I said, well, how did that make you feel? I said, how would you feel if someone outed your cousin or your daughter, let alone just some Joe Blow with the same last name? And that's what he's doing right here on this little blurred out part, is he's looking up everybody with the last name Henderson, and he was trying to call them. He was going to call them and look them up.
He's also displaying their addresses on the internet.
And then looked at their criminal background records. He was pulling up everything, you know.
Oh gosh.
And it's like his argument is that this is all in the public domain, right? Well, it might be in the public domain, but it's still against YouTube's terms of service to fucking dox people.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you know some idiot was watching it, called one of those numbers at least. You know that.
Well, that's
I don't know about that. I mean, who other than trolls is in Mouse's channel?
That is the one saving grace.
Anybody else's channel? Yeah. The good news is, it was only 5 people there. 2 of the idiots were me.
5 people, but 20 people in chat.
Yeah.
Me, 2 socks.
Yeah, 2 socks.
And what?
So then he calls up. Well, I'll let you go because
that's a separate video. I've got that on my YouTube channel because there's no doxing involved in that one. So
right, exactly. Yeah.
I just felt that for this one I had to obscure, the personal details.
While we're doing Mouse, I got a question for somebody in your chat.
All right, sure.
Citizen Z, are you doing egg drops or documents on Mouse or something? Because he's really pissed off about that if you are. He was railing about that the other night.
What else could be dropped?
I don't know, but somebody was saying that that Z is dropping stuff.
I think they're saying that he's spamming the chat, but I'm kind of giving Citizen Z a pass at the moment because he's recovering from an injury and whatnot.
No. I'm talking about on Mouse's channel. Maybe it wasn't Mouse's channel. It was another channel where somebody was saying Mouse was in that channel, and that Citizen Z was dropping documents about Mouse or something that he was holding for somebody else or something. And Mouse got
it was for
really
somebody else's
upset.
account that they said he said it was like supposedly 800 gigs, but obviously that wouldn't be the case. But yeah, it was like information that somebody else was holding about Mouse. I remember what you're talking about.
That guy has been gone over with a fine-tooth comb. I just can't imagine what else, and I don't want to know. To be honest with you,
what you got to understand is how many people have stuff on Mouse.
The whole fucking internet, man.
The guy took his dick out and took a piss live on YouTube. I mean, Jesus, and he has no shame. So it doesn't matter what you put about the guy. He's not going
to. The internet will tolerate anything, and it's just the individual platforms that have to police themselves if they so choose.
Should we welcome Desert Sentinel to the panel? Hello.
Oh, Desert Sentinel. Desert Sentinel helped me. Desert Sentinel the other day helped me with my first dual channel troll. And he put the nails in the coffin on that one. Thank you, Desert Sentinel. That was a good one.
Did you like that one?
Yes. So that was classic.
Hello.
No, you guys were saying troll and mouse and documents, so I my ears were burning.
Yeah. That defined, that's
talking about me.
This is
like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Desert Sentinel is this Mouse's most wanted. He's got like Desert Sentinel's icon up or someone with most wanted.
Well, this is Mouse doxing people. What we're looking at the moment. Oh my God, are you a flat earther? Oh, come up on panel. What we're looking at the moment is Mouse doxing people's criminal records.
Well, the problem with Rex is the fact that within hours of that incident with PDF, the actual person's information was already available.
Yeah.
Hello, Jake from State Farm.
Well, they're going after the black truck guy now. They're going to try and dox that guy. The guy who was following him from the front.
Right.
I love that was my favorite part of the PDF video. The chase, what I call the chase, where he shows this car in front of them, this black truck, and he goes, "This guy has been following us." I'm like, "That guy's in front of you. You're following him." he's stalking us everywhere we go. And then he finally tells us that there's also another vehicle behind them. But the PDF, if you're listening, I got a message for PDF if he's listening. You always put out all, auditors do this, and and this is why they lose credibility. He's claiming this crazy incident about how the guy drove himself off into the trees and wrecked his car just to fake a charge against PDF for running them off the road. So this guy apparently, the guy in the black truck, kind of left him, quit, stalking him or whatever, and turned around, made a U-turn, went back through the stop sign, then drove his own vehicle in through the ditch and into the trees, so that they could call in a false police report against PDF. Well, he films everything. They film all this crap. Those are the kinds of things you don't see. And he says, "I've got the footage." Well, show the fucking footage. Don't make up this crazy story so that you can create a narrative. Show the footage. Where you got out. I want to see this truck in the trees and all that stuff. I want to see this shit.
Oh, Mouse called the sheriff in this video.
Yeah,
it was the same day. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Taze, he does.
It can't be better than the time he called the FBI in Arizona.
How much do you want to bet?
I got to find that video. I got to find that video because it's a pretty good one. But I don't want to bet anything with Mouse. It's better as he gets older.
That's 50.
Yeah, there was some quite quick backtracking there, wasn't it, man? Was it, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Did I get the link you sent me to download Blue Leaks? Where did you send that to me to? It's quite possible that I've missed it, depending on where you sent it. Yeah. Right. Should we watch this? How long is this? This is a little bit longer. It's a similar length.
I'm on double speed.
We didn't watch the entirety of the last one.
Look at him. Jesus.
Oh,
no, too fast. You gotta hear this.
Yeah. And also just his radio voice is worth it alone.
Does he say Poomatic?
Oh my God, this guy is so irritating when he does this.
Oh, this kind of reminds me of scam baiting here.
Hold on, I haven't seen this yet. Let me take a stab. Hi, I'm Rex with WDRE, and I am a famous radio reporter.
That's actually not too far from what he says.
Well, you got to make up some. Yeah, well, he did. You made up famous. Okay, you got to tell at least one line every sentence.
Oh yeah, okay. I've got all my teeth too. Don't mind the spittle sound.
That works. Yeah. Yep.
Sheriff's Office recorded line.
Hi there. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, doesn't that obviate what you were saying about the two-party consenting, Nathan?
Yeah,
because she opens with Sheriff's Office. This is a recorded line.
Yeah, you're supposed to let the person know in Florida. Florida is a two-party consent state. Now, I don't know exactly. I didn't look. I know that's private to private. I don't know exactly how that works for for the government. I really don't know because I don't know Florida their wiretap laws that well. But I do know that Florida, don't call Florida and record it and then publish it. Especially don't do it live. Where he calls the restaurant, that was a clear violation. But anyway, this one I'm not so sure.
I could be better. I haven't spoken to my ex-wife in years, though, so I really don't know how I'm doing. Imagine
God, he
all
does
that
it every time. Hate that.
The latest joke ever.
You're sergeant on duty, or preferably you're a lieutenant.
You can turn it up a tad,
duty.
Shiva.
There's a
It's kind
series
of
of
low.
events that's happened in the last 48 hours that was entered into public record that as a news reporter, I need to report to you, because when you bump into these things, you know, you have to make a report of it, right?
Yes, sir. Can you give me just a second? I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
That could almost be Kate.
Doobie, 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 doobie.
Is that his leprechaun hat?
He's got enough time to use the pee jug. This is definitely a violation of 0404, the amount of time it's taking to answer the phone.
And 153 and 218, 241 and 242.
And the
There's a
thigh is hanging
148
fringe
G.
on the wrong side.
Look at
There's
it.
clearly a 148G.
Yeah, he's in business. Oh, here we go. She's back.
You got other things. I'm not pressing in nature. It's just something I find a duty to report as part of the press.
Shiva, mouse.
Okay, so,
Chipmunk.
sorry, I just need to know what your question is, what you're needing
It's not a question, ma'am. I need to report that there's been a severe infraction of 18 USC 1512 placed within the public record, and your office and your officers have perhaps been used in this manner, and we just simply need you to be aware of it. So I need to speak to either a sergeant, somebody that's very familiar with your policies, and or preferably a lieutenant that would be able to establish internal records in order to join.
Jesus Christ, just ask for the admiral.
I was going to say, at least ask for a major.
And that would pretty well probably take care of it.
In observance of the holiday this weekend, our main offices are closed today.
Well, I can understand that, but you still have a duty officer, and apparently within the last 24 hours, your department has been conned into taking action in a very disturbing way against a witness. And unless this is brought to your attention immediately, you may proceed with something that may have been determined prior to your shortage of personnel.
Quick, get the mayor.
What?
Clear as mud, right?
Mm-hmm. Should we be drinking on 0404 or something with this? I guess it'd be one day. I guess it'd be what 1983 is a drinking word for this video.
Yeah, who had $5 on 1983?
Anybody know a good audio engineer?
I don't know.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? So you may have initiated something prior to this break, and unfortunately that's entering into the public record as a huge violation.
Guess who had his mic muted on voice meter?
It's only fitting since Mouse does that all the time.
That's right. Imitation is the best form of flattery.
There I was, wittering away, you know, anywho.
And this gentleman is responsible apparently for initiating it. So we need to go ahead and get this stopped before you know it's carried on through the weekend or something.
Okay, so I can.
So, sorry, I'm just eating a Kit Kat. I just want to be clear. He is ringing up purporting to be a journalist, and his aim is to get them to do what?
Oh, it sounds like his thing is he's trying to say that one of their officers has made basically a false record, a false statement in the record on this whatever this PDF thing is, and he's basically trying to shit stir his way into getting some type of response from them about this alleged violation of the record. I'm amazed that I figured that out, but I've been watching Mouse way too much.
I was just think you're a mouseketeer or something like that. An expert in mouseketeering or something.
But that's basically what he's trying to do under the guise of being a reporter.
So I think we should ask all the predominantly heterosexual panel, have you seen Constitutional Cowboy's nude pic he posted on a fetish site? Pork sword out and everything.
Forever. That's been a Discord thing forever.
Yeah.
Has it? All right.
That's old news.
Never saw it.
Never.
I don't even know who it is, so I think I'm glad.
It's not as fun as Mouse's balls, though.
Ooh.
Nathan hasn't seen it, Lindsay, so you can send it to him.
No, that's fine. David has a good imagination. It doesn't need. I don't need a.
No, there's enough auditor bit pictures out there to make a calendar.
Yep.
The saddest calendar ever.
Yes.
Gary Snowflake needs to make that.
Yeah, you can sell it on his merchandise website.
That's right. And a frauditor for every month.
Yes, Pat Seguin. I think Constitutional Cowboy is Uncle Paulie. Although I could be wrong.
Really?
Are they different people?
I don't think so.
Are they different, or are they the same person?
I think they're different people. I think.
Right. Okay. They're probably different people.
Is Uncle Polly that guy that was from yesterday or whatever on News Now New England's?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think they're the same guy, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong once before.
Just once.
Yeah. It was back when it was one day when I thought I was wrong, but I ended up being right. But
I was wrong once, and then I just applied rule number 2, and it turned out that I wasn't wrong after all.
Rule 2 sucks.
My logic is a little more convoluted. I thought I was wrong, but I ended up being right, so I was wrong. But,
oh my word.
Hey, I do want to stick up for Tommy. You know, they're talking about Tommy being the a child snatcher. I don't think we have any proof on that yet, other than that news article. Do we? Do we have any court stuff on
There was an article that suggested he'd been questioned, but he wasn't ever charged with anything, was he?
Well, there's another one involved. There's 2 incidents that he was kind of involved in one way or another, but I don't know if anybody's actually tried to get the records yet on that. I mean, Shruby is although the evidence kind of points towards him. I mean, he worked at a pinball place and stuff like that. I don't think we've ever actually verified that was the same guy. And Shruby is I think Shruby is a very, very common name in that area.
Well, he worked at a supermarket, right? But they only let him work outside. Is that what it was?
No. In one of the artists, funny because one night I was trolling Tommy when he had the microphone at WDRN. My mouse was out doing something, and so we started talking about. I was
Mouse was at Burger King. I remember that he had that job.
Yeah. So anyway, so I was in the chit chat. And I said, well, I'm going to pretend that I was from Illinois. And the article gave out the name of the arcade or the place that this guy worked at and stuff. So I was, hey, I think I remember you from some Aladdin's Castle or whatever. I think it was Aladdin's Castle. You used to repair pinball things. He confirmed that he worked for the pinball place and stuff like that. But I don't know if we know for sure that. I think he was investigating those, but I don't know if they actually went to court or anything on that. I don't think anybody's really cared to delve that much into him since he's really a bit player.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think Flathead may have some stuff, but he hasn't really said much.
Gotcha.
I mean, to be honest, unless there's actual records, like people are saying he served time. Well, in the States, that's all a matter of public record, isn't it? Like who served time, where and when and for what.
Correct.
Presumably, it would be pretty easy to back that sort of statement up with evidence.
States and counties may vary.
Well, speaking of Flathead, there he is. Tommy was charged in 1986.
Oh, really?
Well, you got, what was he? What was the outcome?
What was the outcome of it?
I have the record.
Yeah, I remember when I was talking with Flathead one time, he said something about that he had some information about him. But
I know he got charged. I know on one of them, I think they dropped it because they found the other person that did it. On one of the two incidents I know of.
Right, so he got charged on an incident, and then they actually found the person who did the crime that he was charged of.
Yeah, I don't know if that was what he was charged on. There's two incidents that are kind of convoluted. They're different incidents, but they're both involved children. And one he tried to snatch a child. One was I guess a kidnapping that he was under investigation for. That was somebody else that he ended up prosecuting for. I'm not. I'd have to go back through the stuff again. So did he plead out of a conviction, or did he go to jail for it, Flathead? Do you know? Did he get convicted?
He was looking at 4 years, so he was definitely charged. I would love to know that. Well, whatever the disposition was.
Tommy was charged for taking a 10-year-old.
$4 years for taking a 10-year-old. Well, good thing he didn't take a 40-year-old. You'd get 16 years.
Oh my God! Oh my God! No, that was like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the dark side.
I thought my mic was muted. I was just thinking.
Maven.
Wait, he served 4 months. Wait a minute.
Oh, he served 4 months. Okay.
Well, that's a conviction then, or a plea, or something.
Right.
Huh. Come on, Flathead. He's getting us little bits. He's just dropping little bits.
Right. Oh, Z, you know that I ripped Mouse about that like 2 years ago. The FCC stuff. He did not like that.
Well, you remember when Flathead was in tight with Mouse and all that stuff? Boy, how much hell did he give us, man? Remember that, Flathead? Boy, you would ban the shit out of me. Boy, you called me every name but Adam.
I bet you he took out 70 or 80 of my socks.
Yeah, he was a tyrant, man. He was out of control. Yeah,
but that just goes to show it takes some people a bit longer to come around to what's going on.
Oh, somebody's roboting. I think that's you, Taze. Do you want to drop out and rejoin?
Oh, yeah, he had trouble last week on our panel.
No,
you're doing that same thing you did on Man with a Mic and Stunt Dummies.
Hey, how about now?
There you go.
That's better.
How about now?
Yeah, that's loads better.
Yeah, mine does that.
Hey, I can't stay up long, but I just wanted to run something by you. So, he attempted to snatch that 10-year-old girl. Okay. Now, at the same time that this happened, during that same time frame, an 8-year-old girl was missing. She was later found dead. so of course he was a person of interest in that one also, and they questioned him on that, and they actually charged someone else, and I think he's still in prison. The guy that they charged.
God, what
so
are the
that's
odds?
basically what I want to tell you.
That's crazy. See, that's why. Now listen. That's why you don't even attempt to do something like that. Because if you're unsuccessful, and then later on something does happen to that person, guess who? Guess who's? He almost got pinned for it. Jesus. Don't even
always go back to other people in the area.
Yeah, well, from what I understand, now I don't know how much time he served, but from what I understand was, and this sounds like it's got to be a plea deal, that he was just given time served. And I think what he was found guilty on was assault.
Okay.
Because obviously there was no sex crime involved, because he was unsuccessful.
Right.
But
I'd like to see the actual court records on that one.
It just makes me cringe when I think, but what if he had been successful?
Yep.
It could have got, like I said, being unsuccessful, and if it does happen to that person later on down the road, you could be the one that takes the rap for it. And whoever that was, Lindsay, was that Lindsay? Oh, yeah, I got to tell you, I got a penis blocker on my DM.
Flathead does have the record.
Cool. yeah, I'm jump down, guys. Hey,
can't see me any dick pits.
Yeah.
No worries, Taze.
So
and also,
Taze,
get a decent mic. Get a decent mic, Taze. What the fuck is wrong with it?
Even Mouse is better than yours.
Get a Neewer. You can get a Neewer condenser mic kit for about $30. It's like a starter kit.
Let's use the Mouse pronunciation, the compressor mic.
All right, whatever. But
I thought Taze lived on the space station that orbits Neptune.
But you get the mic, you get a power supply for it for phantom power, you get a stand, you get a pop shield, and it's all like one kit. And it's like, I got one before I got this one. It was like 25 quid or something. Anyway.
I'm going to jump out myself, guys. We'll catch you later.
See you later.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Check out the show tomorrow night.
Yes.
Oh, and Desert, thank you for the dual channel nail in the coffin yesterday.
Holy my
well,
word.
yeah, Flathead. He's a fraud. Yeah, he's a God. This is so crazy. You see his statement there. Mouse is 100% fraud. I posted that. I posted those exact words almost verbatim about 6 months ago, and Flathead gave me all kinds, calls me all kinds of motherfucker this and that and other thing. Neighbor, don't go stab yourself and all that crap.
Yeah, he was.
I'm sorry, Flathead. I got to give you a hard time, dude, because
he was pretty wrenchy.
Pretty wrenchy.
we were just trying to warn the guy, boy, and he gave.
I mean, I'll bet you he whacked 70 of my socks.
Oh, easily.
Do you know? Have you noticed how that's happened a little bit recently? There have been people coming forward, like Shane, going, "Yeah, you know the trolls. They might have been right, actually."
Lou, what about Salty Rant? About God damn it. He acts like he came to that revelation on his own. That motherfucker, like so we've been telling you when he did that shit to Gen T, which I'm telling you he was a fucking dirtbag. Oh God damn it! He acts like, it's like, oh my God, he had this great epiphany all by himself after what he did to Mammy, and and then he's trying to pin. Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. He's trying to make Tammy our friend. Well, he's he's friends with all the Discord bag of dicks. I'm like, no, it doesn't. You don't get to do that. You don't get to pawn your best pal off on us. We don't want him. Don't give him to us. Fuck, he's over there trying to say, yeah, he's in with all of us. We were the ones warning him about it. It's crazy.
Also, anyone associated with emo.
Yeah, pretty much. Lady Di, hey, she's going down with the ship. She'll even pay him what $100 to go down with the ship.
Is she paid for his StreamYards?
That's what I saw the screen capture. Someone said she paid for what 4 or 5 of his bills. That's $23, $25. That's about $100.
You know, why would she be paying for his StreamYards? I mean,
because he conned her. He's a con artist.
Well, I understand, but I mean,
he conned an old lady.
You get 20 hours a month for free. How many hours does he need? He can be more concise in his rages, and he can make his rages. He doesn't have to be live to do them.
No,
he's not.
For 15 hours. He was live.
Yeah. No, man with a mic. He's not live with his rages.
Right.
No, what he does is he'll do a live panel. He won't talk for 6 hours apart from to go every now and again.
But anyway. Then he'll fall asleep and the phone rings. He wakes up. But anyway. Yeah, that.
Oh my.
Yeah, well, the thing was, he's done this, and I've said this before, and he won't admit it, but I know it's true because all the evidence is there, is that he wanted to create this big panel, and he'd be the producer, and everybody else he'd get other people to host his show for him, and he would sit back and he wanted to be able to go take a nap, come back a couple hours later, and, and build his channel that way on the backs of the hard work of other people, and when, like PDF, he was one, he tried to sucker PDF into it, and because of the fact that we've seen his shows when he's by himself, he's just alone in a room saying, but anyway, he knows he's not good by himself. He has to, like I tell people at this show, if I left, everybody here left and she was left by himself, he would still be a show.
Right.
Because he has organizational skills. He has a topic, he sticks to it, and he's entertaining.
And he's got an IQ over 80.
Yeah, but Emo, when he's by himself, it's a train wreck. It's just painful, and so he knows that. So he lost his he saw his great producer or career going down the tubes. And so he somehow he's gotten Lady Di to pay for his panels. I got to give him credit. That was a pretty good attempt, to do the sponsorship. Whoever pays for my 1 month of StreamYards gets sponsored. God, jeez.
Hey, maybe Shiva will do that with me. I'm thinking about doing StreamYards. Shiva, you want to sponsor us for $25 a month?
If you'll sponsor me, if you'll sponsor me for $25 a month, then
I see a little quid pro quo going on there.
Hey,
go and get that reciprocity going, man.
That's right.
You could do it this way, Shiva. Speaking of a quid pro quo, you tell a man with a mic. He will sponsor you for 25 quid if you sponsor him for $25. See
that works for me. Yeah.
The exchange rate doesn't work in my favor for that. Not that it's not close now. I think it's what $1.10 or $1.13.
No. That it's a ratio. It's a proportional. So it's not like. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I think it's $1. What is it on a dollar?
It's getting pretty close.
Is like $1.20.
Yeah, I mean, at one time it was like $1.70. And
it was up there. Yeah.
I think I looked a couple of weeks ago. I had to buy something. It was pretty cheap. I think it was $1.14, $1.13, something like that. Making it, if I could travel, it'd be a good time to go over there.
Well,
so you're not a driver, you're a traveler.
Yes, that's right. Okay. In my private attorney general jet G5.
So what's up with the $600 that Mouse is saying that he's in the hole for right now? Is this the $400 for his rent and $200 for Tommy's bike, or is it something different?
Yeah, that is exactly what it is. He's forgetting his premiere, and what else does he try to beg for?
Well, he's got his phone bill coming up in about a week
cigarettes,
or so.
Cat food, pot,
phone bill.
But he's never e-begged for laundry soap,
toilet paper.
God damn it!
Well, you have to have a toilet to need toilet paper, so that's that kind of works itself out.
I don't even want to know these things.
What does he do with the toilet paper? Like, because I mean, that shit builds up, right? I mean, the shit builds up. What does he do with the shit?
I don't know. We don't know. We don't want to know. Well, we don't.
He could be like.
I want to know.
Okay.
I think he blames the horse.
He's using the kitty litter with the cats.
He should just build a shit pit outside.
If he's using the cats, that's really going to piss me off.
Oh, you don't want to be using the cat litter. He should just build a shit pit.
The cat itself.
No, they're not using the cat. No. That's no.
Because the cat will clean itself after. I guess it.
So you're suggesting he shits on the cat and then the cat washes itself?
No. He shits outside and uses the cat. His toilet paper.
His toilet paper. Oh, at least it's Charmin soft.
Yeah, Fluffy. He's got Fluffy. This is wrong. We shouldn't be doing this. This is horrible.
It is going kind of a weird way.
Well, he does often say it's Fluffy time.
Oh, Wilma has the right idea.
Fluffy
The
time
goats in his backyard eat the toilet paper. That
is Citizen Z implying that I'm a woman who sleeps with lots of men?
What'd he say?
That I'm a good slag.
Oh, now we're talking about this European language. We don't understand that over here down in the south of the United States.
Speak English, damn it.
So 400 for 200 for Tommy's bike, $80 for a cell phone, money for food, money for weed, money for smokes, money for pet food. Nothing much.
Well, obviously not for shoes, because you see when he was polishing his shoes, the poor soles on those things.
Lindsay, I'm sorry to it's kind of the same topic, but Lindsay C just said Lady Di has donated 5 StreamYards for Emo and donated lots of money. Okay, Emo, here's the thing. If you take donations, if you're getting 80 to 90% of all your donations from one person, and that's an old lady somewhere in Arizona who really, I'm sorry, doesn't remember from the day before about a sock account that was that's kind of wrong. That's kind of wrong. I mean, to take all your money, that's basically running a con, He should tell her to quit sending him money if she's doing that. That's horrible.
Well, this whole quote community, they're all frauds and liars and thieves and con men.
All this money from one person, and it's an old lady in Arizona.
But I don't think she's all that innocent either, though.
Well, I know, but she's also not all there.
Well, that's another story.
I mean, she fits the purpose. The victim profile.
Well, so hang on. All right, so I think she can be a scam victim while still being a complete cunt. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Emo, taking that money.
Well, I think that was before my time. Does anybody know what a woman was talking about? About the guest putting meth in the pipe and Mouse losing his mind?
So, yeah, that was back in Copacos. I think, I don't want to even say, but there was this girl that used to come over, and I'm not sure what the relationship was or what he wanted. Anyway, but she looked like she was probably a meth head. She acted like she was tweaking all the time, and I think she loaded his one hitter up with a little bit of meth, a little crystal one night, and he hit on it, and it was quite funny. He was in rare form that night.
Oh, fucking bet he was.
Copacos was before my time, so
that's when you wish that you would have been. I would have been downloading this stuff at the time as much as I could, because that would be part of the best of Mouse Reel. Why do you think the mule dropped dead? What mule?
I don't know. What do you think the work is?
The work is the work, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but what does
we got to do the work?
What does the work constitute? Like, what constitutes the work? What is it comprised of?
The work, dude. 0404. Come on, do the work.
Working, you know. Come on.
Well, actually, I do have an answer for that. He's got to think of constant lies to keep begging because he keeps running out of his timelines. It's going to be about 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks.
Yep.
That's what the business is. Continuing the business.
Well, he's looks like he's hurting now. Really hurting.
Well, can't say we didn't try to help him.
Because he was talking about how much weight he's lost now. Make you feel bad.
Warning this day was coming. This was back in January. We were warning him. You know, winter's coming. You know, or February. Winter's coming to an end. You know, springtime. Remember, we're trying to get him to grow a garden or go get a job in town.
Get some chickens.
Riding a bike riding that bike around. I tried to buy Eric Brandt's tricycle, e-trike that's in storage, and he got all upset. We were warning him that this day was coming where he's gonna, you know, but he's gonna take it all the way. I think, you know, he thought he was too good. He's too good to grow a garden, or he's too good to, you know, think ahead.
Hey, he's got work to do, dude. It's more important. Give me some money. Give me some money. I got work to do.
I had
he spent what was it, 6 hours or 10 hours? The time keeps changing on that stupid fucking video of the tuna cop or whatever the hell that thing is. I don't know if you've seen that on his channel.
Yep. And if you can't give me 25, I know that's hard to do. Just give me $2. $2.
Oh my God, it's getting worse. Well, I had a little bit of respect for him last year when he had that job at. He worked at Burger King. He worked at Arby's, and
when he decided to work.
Yeah, exactly. But he was getting up at 5 a.m, and he was going, and he put his show on play, autoplay, and all that crap. But then this whole, you know, WDRN started. He tried to devote all his time to that, or something happened with his job. But then when he went to McDonald's with the cat on his shoulder, remember that deal? And they threw him out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he called McDonald's corporate saying that they threw him out. He was they threw him.
It was an ADA cat.
Yeah, it was an ADA cat. It was a support animal, and they threw him out.
That's what I think.
Then he goes on his damn live stream and starts dogging out McDonald's and dogging out Burger King, and he was going to audit them and expose them for ADA violations, all this crap. Well, now where they get? Well, that kills 2 places right within walking distance that he could work. You know, so he's, you know, that's his, you know, shooting himself in the foot. You know, they're like, I remember you. You're the guy that did that video on us, saying you know.
Well, that would explain why he was so upset about me busting him about the fact that cats can't be ADA service animals or companion animals.
He's been doing that live for 2 years about his daughter training cats to be ADA certified stuff.
Yeah,
I've been riding his butt on that one for years.
The zoo in Illinois or something like that.
Yes,
they're supposedly running this program that doesn't exist. I looked into it as well.
Yes, that's like when you know, he was doing his LSAT thing, and I, you know, called him out on that. And he called the St. Louis library to prove that he took the LSAT at the library. And the guy's like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
He just makes that stuff up when he calls people, and the people on the other end are like, "What?" They pause for like 10 seconds, like, this is a phone call. What's going on here?
Well, they're trying to figure out whether he's a idiot or whether they're being pranked, and decided which way to go with this, whether to feel sorry to this person or just lay into him.
They're just waiting for the person to start saying "Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey."
Oh yeah.
Well, to tie this back into what Shiva was talking about earlier, this call into the police department.
Yeah.
Did you guys? Did you guys hear the call the other day to the Supreme Court?
To the Supreme Court.
Yeah, he called into the Colorado
Is this about
Supreme
his
Court.
thing on the? Oh, I thought he was calling the U.S. the supposed docket he has, which is
he calls the Colorado Supreme Court about 0404.
Oh God, I missed that.
Yeah, the library was closed, so he called into the Supreme Court's main desk number and basically started harassing a bunch of the ladies who were picking up the phone, to the point where they basically said, "You're being rude. I'm hanging up the phone now."
Well,
and he kept calling back. I don't even know, and that's pretty much saying something if I can't figure it out.
he was saying something like, did you know that there are courts that are not upholding Supreme Court Directive 0404, and he was doing that kind of thing,
and they said, so what do you want me to do about it?
Exactly. We're not the enforcement agency, you know. We're a judicial branch.
Yeah. We're a different branch of the three branches of state government.
Oh, wait a second. He was looking for chain of command.
That sounds.
He was looking for. Yeah, he was looking to see what their chain of command was like. That if the Colorado Supreme Court, made a decision or whatever, who do they hand that off to? Is it to like the state police? Because I guess there's no state police in Colorado or something like that. Yeah, sorry.
What do you mean hand them off? If they rule on a law, it's either legal or not, or they put a ruling out. Then isn't it up to the local people to whether they enforce it or not?
Well, now you know why the people who were answering the phones couldn't answer the question.
Right.
Because it was a bullshit question.
Right. Just because it's a law doesn't mean I have to enforce it. It's law enforcement.
Well, I'm going to take an attempt, and you guys can jump in afterwards after I finish to attempt to explain this whole 0404 fiasco. And to me, it's pretty clear because I looked at it. I'm sure you guys did too. And it's very long, very lengthy, very detailed. And all it's trying to do is determine whether a person who's committed and charged with a crime under the Constitution can qualify for a public defender. In other words, should the taxpayers put in their hard-earned money to defend this person? Okay. Right. Towards that end, they've created not just a flip of a coin, they've created an extensive form and algorithm, or it's very complex about how much and then you qualify for and what it.
Right. But they need the whole bit.
They look for your income and your assets versus your liabilities. It's basically it's a P&L statement on yourself.
Right.
You know. Okay. So what these guys don't want to do is put in or to there are rules about if you receive SSI, if you receive food stamps, if you receive government voucher, Section 8, all this government money, taxpayers' money for because you're already claim to be destitute with the people of the United States. I am destitute. Give me money. Okay, so they don't want to put down those numbers as as assets in the valuation process. Hold on, I'm gonna get through this. Okay, they don't want to put that down, so they're arguing that the Supreme Court said they don't have to, but it says that it doesn't say that it cannot be asked. Like they ask for your name, but they don't use your name in the valuation, right? Whether you qualify or not. They don't use the number of characters in your name. Say it adds up to 15. There's a number. They don't use that in the valuation of what you see public. They are allowed to ask the question. These idiots think that because they're asking, they're going to use it. That is not. It's all in there. It's all in the form, and it's past page 2. You got to look deep. And that's their problem is whenever they're asked about any other forms of revenue, they think, oh, you're discriminating against me. And Directive 404 says you can't do it. All it says is they can't use it under certain situations. That's all that is. Eric Brandt makes a pretty good monthly income off of his military service and his whether it's disabled veteran, whether it's exactly. He does not want to put that. Eric Brandt, fuck you. Put it down. Because I saw the form he put his on the left side his expenditures, cell phone bill, food, and he put rent. I don't know about rent, but anyway, he put down his expenditures. But on the other side, he just put a big fat X and wrote 0 for income, right? Under the auspices or the contention that the Colorado Supreme Court 0404 says you can't ask me that. So that's it. That's my deal, and so put that to rest. I think that took me about 4 or 5 minutes in an argument that's been going on for 2 years.
Yeah, but as well as they should know if you're getting benefits. I mean, the people deserve to know that if I'm going to put my tax money out.
Well,
if they're getting benefits, and there's a for lack of a better thing, that they've got other assets coming in, then as a people here, I don't mind giving them money to representation, but I want to know the whole picture.
How about someone that's on Section 8 housing, that is also on SSI, that doesn't seem to work, but becomes in reality an auditor or frauditor, and goes around to every municipality that they can get to, and becomes annoying within the town hall.
Right.
Well, I was thinking that just asking that particular question could, they may need that for reporting purposes, auditing purposes, non-discrimination testing purposes. There are some definitely legitimate reasons that they would be asking that question.
Well, I'm wondering they're kind of, lack of a better word, it's the wrong word, fishing for, even though they're in the court system of monies and available things like food stamps and stuff. If you're indigent, I wouldn't have a problem with the court system going through and saying, hey, you might qualify for food stamps. You might qualify for this. Mm-hmm. And, I don't know. I don't know how Colorado does their stuff, but I'm sure I'm sure you're right. There are all sorts of reasons why they would want to collect that data. And
another side of this is not just the public defender, but any legal service that you or I would have to pay a fee for, they don't have to pay it if they're indigent.
Right.
They file a lawsuit, whether it's frivolous or not. They can file, "Oh, I'm indigent. I'm not subject to the filing fees." And for a federal case, that's what, $400?
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, how many auditors out there are taking advantage of that are living off of their PayPals and GoFundMes and everything else involved in Google, unless they make a certain amount from that, it's not reportable. But the IRS, what was it, the 1099 forms?
Yep, 1099 INT.
Yeah,
no, that's investment. 1099A, I think.
Right, and Google is putting those reports into the IRS.
Right. Right.
There's
oh my gosh, it's getting late, and I just looked at Shiva, and I thought it said the producer. I'm talking too much mouth.
It is misspelled.
No, you need to go with Poomatic.
I mean, yeah, it's probably time for me to think about wrapping it up, to be honest, because it's getting on a bit here. So maybe we'll do final thoughts before you all fuck off. So, NJ Diver, you got any final thoughts before you fuck off?
Yeah, reality bites, and you just got to watch out how big a chunk it takes.
Very good. All right, fuck off. Man with a mic, any final thoughts before you fuck off?
Sure. Life is good until it's not.
There you go. Fuck off. Nathan Johnson, any final thoughts before you fuck off? Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe not. We'll come back to him.
He's going to mute his mic first.
The Poomatic sports reporter, any final thoughts before you fuck off?
Just remember, every day gets worse until it gets better.
There you go. Fuck off. Nathan, you still there? No, right. He's obviously having a wank or something, so fuck off then. All right. So all that remains is to thank the people who joined me on the panel. NJ, Nathan, Man with a Mic, Desert Sentinel, Sports Dude. Who else? Kate, Gary Snowflake. Thank you everyone in the chat. Who's in the chat at the moment? We got Jamie Smith, Amy Hogan, Jim Rhodes, Pookie, Woke Todd, Machinist, Goodnight, Wilmer, and Taryn, of course. There's probably going to be a Guido. There's a Pookie, Taze, Dolce, Bob, etc., etc. You know what? Good night, chat. I hope you enjoyed the panel. Now, the next episode, is going to be the last lot of round one, hopefully the last 4 bouts of round one of the Fuckwit tournament, and then we'll be on to round 2. So yeah, hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. If you have arguments for why someone should go forward in the next round, then get yourself up on the panel and argue in it. All right, okay, I think that's everything. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.